The judge in Fulton County ruled that Tayana gets to keep 4 of their main properties worth about $10 million. Iman has to make a one-time payment of $1 million.
I've had 4 kids with my wife, and she was the oldest, and I needed to see how far this rabbit hole went. And then I went to my next oldest child. Not mine. I went to the one below that. Not mine.
Guy was an air traffic controller. So he had a high school education. He made $300 and something thousand a year. He lost that job because he had an anxiety issue that came up. They had to put him on benzos, and you can't be an air traffic controller if you're on benzos. While this guy's down, she files for divorce.
Hello there fellas, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna see men taken advantage of, and let's see how it goes. And don't forget to comment your opinions for certain scenarios if you feel like it. Let's see what we got today.
So, told my girl to book our flights. Here she is in first class. Here I am going to the back. Told them book her for Mexico, man. Still going. 14, 15, excuse me, 20, 25, California, 27, 30, 32, 32F. Here we are. Thank you so much. At least it's a window seat, you know what I'm saying? So.
Man gives his girl money to book flights for them to Mexico. She puts herself and her best friend in first class and put the boyfriend all the way back. How are you accepting such behavior? I mean, I understand that you're already on a plane, but it's crazy. Let's see the comments for this. Cancel the return ticket, upgrade the room, and all of a sudden, I don't know them when I get to resort. Yeah, that's how it should be. How can some woman act like this, man? The audacity that you just feel like doing that. Have no shame. It definitely didn't look like she had any shame. She was hiding her face. It's just crazy, man. What do you guys feel about this?
The judge in Fulton County ruled that Tayana gets to keep 4 of their main properties worth about $10 million. Iman has to make a one-time payment of $1 million. Iman also has to pay $8,000 a month in child support.
No! No! No!
Wow, that makes me want to get married right now. This is why guys want to sign prenups. This is why guys don't want to get married at all. Millions of dollars, houses, all because you slept with a lady for a couple of years. Millions of dollars in fees, and who cares if this man gets sick or he's stressed out. Just keep working him and milking him, because I slept with him for 10 years. Yeah, guys, don't sign that contract.
Exactly. Just spending some couple of years together, and she deserves all that? Of course, the kids are involved, and give those kids to that man because he's the provider. He can take care of them easily. Man, this don't make sense. Let's see the comments. Tell me, why would someone get married? If you don't sign the prenup, that means you have something in your sleeve. I'm still wondering where the feminists are for this. Where's all the equality you are fighting for? And all the women get happy when they hear this, like they are the ones that want the money. It's crazy. Let me know what you guys feel about this, man. This is crazy.
Congratulations to you, man. I heard you just closed on 3 multi-million-dollar contracts.
Yes. I was, yeah.
But then your wife left you. Life, bro.
So are you asking a question? Or?
Yeah, I guess the question is, man, did that make you be like, well, maybe this is timing, it just is what it is, or like?
I had a revelation. And the revelation is, young kings, focus on the bag. After you get the bag, choose what's best for you. Not what you want, choose what's best for you. Before you get to the bag, Do your due diligence to pray to whoever it is you pray to or meditate that your blessings actually be on hold until you are aligned with your destiny so that you don't lose your blessings. I need you to understand. Focus on your bag. Pray, meditate that you have the discernment to have people in your life who are going to elevate you and not suck you dry.
That just sad. The woman, the wife, left after he got a business deal, so apparently she also gets to get some of that money. But it's crazy, like, you mentioned that go after your bag and all that, and then look for someone that's best for you and something like that. Sadly, there are no best around, no best left. It's very hard to find them. Everyone just fakes it until they can get married and then they show their true colors, so you're never aware of their true self. Just don't take the risk, enjoy your life being single. Let's see what the comments we got for this. She divorced him a few days before he signed the papers for this deal, so if you watch the actual interview, he views it as a blessing even though he was hurt and she left. So that's good. That's good.
A few years ago, my oldest daughter had to take a DNA test for school just to figure out ancestry. During the DNA test, she came to me very, very sad because apparently me and her were not related. I was like, huh? Then I decided to go with her to get a paternity test done. When we got the paternity test done, it was also concluded that I was not her father. I've had 4 kids with my wife, and she was the oldest, and I needed to see how far this rabbit hole went. And then I went to my next oldest child. Not mine. I went to the one below that. Not mine. Let me go talk to my wife about this. Then she starts crying profusely and saying it was only one time, I didn't mean to do it. Each one of the children aren't mine, with the exception of the youngest, as so I think. That's when it dawned on me that it was one time, multiple times, and then when we looked, each one of the children had different baby fathers. Even with evidence, she just kept denying and denying.
Look at this Sim. Too late, you're the father, don't abandon your children. Man, that's... Everyone was roasting him in that reply. I'm not going to bother with that. Sorry bro, but your wife is not yours either. Exactly, man. Just, how can some woman act that way? Just one wasn't enough, so she had 2 more kids with someone else. Saw a friend go through this. I just thank God he's still alive considering the emotion he was going through at that time. Sending love and prayers to anyone going through the experience. Exactly, man. They just don't understand men's feeling. Any man in that situation would feel like just leaving everything. Just, why wouldn't bother surviving or living for next day? That's the kind of pain that man would be feeling. Because he lost everything that he valued. That is me. Let me know what you guys feel. Let's move on.
Lucia, do you ever wish? Lucia has 2 moms. I'm not one of them, but she has 2. Do you ever wish that you had a dad?
Yes.
Why?
Because dads are a little bit stronger, kind of. But girls can be stronger.
Have you seen your mothers? They're very strong.
Not as strong as Uncle Michael.
Oh yeah? So what do you need a stronger person for? To lift heavier things?
No, to lift me up.
Oh, to lift you up.
And I once heard someone that has a dad, and I made friends with them, and she said, in the pool there's this floaty, and they lay in it, and their dad picks the floaty up. He picks it up and holds it like this, and then they like a queen or 10.
Okay, so you want a dad so he can lift things, including you.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other reasons you want a dad?
No, not really.
So really, you just want your moms to go to the gym and get stronger. So if your moms could lift you over your head in the pool, would you still want a dad?
Yes.
This adult is trying to gaslight her out of her own innate desires. Exactly, man. This was just sad to watch. That little lady wants a dad in her life. And look at this woman trying to invalidate her desires. No woman can replace a man, and vice versa. Exactly. No man out there is saying that he can be a better woman. No man will say that.
Wedding's coming up. It's my best friend's wedding. I am in it. I'm a bridesmaid.
Oh, wow.
And my boyfriend's not in the wedding, but I really want him to go. And he flat out refuses, saying that he can't afford it. And you know what? After all of this, like, if somebody's not willing to pay for at least, like, their half of this vacation, like, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with them. Yeah, it's a destination.
This wedding is in the Dominican Republic. This wedding is in another country. I can't afford to go to another country. This isn't my best friend.
That's true.
And I'm not flying to another country paying thousands of dollars.
But it is a moment for the girl that you're dating to be in a wedding of her best friends. Wouldn't you want to be there to experience that with her?
I can look at the pictures. I mean, I want her to go. I want her to have a good time.
I understand that you want them there, but I'm sure there's going to be others that can't have their significant other with them, right? You know what I'm saying? So isn't it okay to go single and let Jamie save that money for another trip?
Really, if he can't afford to go to this wedding with me, I really don't know if I can afford to remain in this relationship with him.
Oh, boy.
Just another whore. This is another whore, that's it. I said it, I don't give a fuck. Sounds like she wants him to go because she wants him to cover half of the trip. If she goes alone, she has to pay for the whole thing. Exactly. These broke bitches with their excuses. She should play if she wants him there. Exactly. Why are we not covering for him if he's saying money is the issue? These broke idiots with their stuff. She being unreasonable. I'm in Miami, so this happens a lot. He's not required to go with you. He's not going to have a good time. It's only a good time for her. Why is he going to waste his money and resources? And at the end of the day, you want to threaten him that you're going to leave the relationship. You're actually doing that man a favor. I hope they're not together. Let's move on.
So we met in our early 20s, we got married at 27, and we did not have the connection and the chemistry that we should have, if that makes sense, in like the bedroom. And I married the nice guy, and he married the hot girl. And we were best friends, got along so well. We did not fight, we got along so well.
So keep this in mind when women say that the reason why they initiate divorce so much is because men are such awful husbands. But what they don't want to say is that the reason why women initiate divorce so much is because a lot of them get bored. And yes, perhaps the attraction goes, but none of them want to admit this is also a reason why women initiate divorce so much. It's not just because men are trash and men are awful. Women leave guys who are very good to them and are very nice, and that's just a cold, hard reality.
So
delusion was strong on this one, like she was calling herself hot. And the guy a nice guy. That dude basically has more value than you at this current point in age. At this age, whatever your age is, looks about 40 or whatever, she is nowhere near hot that she thinks she is. That's it, I mean, hot girl, she is joking, right? She thinks she's the hot girl. Where is this hot girl she's referring to? Is the hot one in the room? The delusion started when she called herself the hot girl. When everyone is saying that they can do this because they suffer absolutely no consequences. The courts support them whether they cheat on the good man or anything, then the courts support them in divorce by taking everything he built and gives it to her if she initiates it because she's bored. Just a terrible system. Exactly. It was really bad for the men before us, but now men are getting aware. Younger guys don't want to marry, and I think that's for good. Let me know what you guys feel. Let's move on.
I made my last alimony payment this month.
You guys were married for 8 years?
Yeah, so in California,
it's half the time you were married?
Unless it goes to 10 years and then it's indefinite. It's up to the judge.
After 10 years?
Yep. If we had been married for 10 years, it would be an indefinite amount of alimony up to the judge. That payment was assessed based on my earnings, of course, but also there were no stipulations about her needing to work ever. Those payments are coming out and she just doesn't have to work and she hasn't worked ever.
So you paid alimony for 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years,
Yep.
okay.
She didn't work the whole time?
No, not since we even got together.
Smart men don't get married. Exactly. Marriage is a fat scam in the modern world. This is how government stimulates marriages to end before 10 years. Where in Florida, my husband has been paying his ex for 30 years. He cannot afford to retire. Her house is paid for. She has property she owns. She gets retirement from 2 companies. She works part-time and she has $1 million in the bank. Man, that's crazy. State has to pay her? Why? Man, this is stupid, man. What do you guys feel about this? This is stupid.
That picture is an old picture.
Okay. So I just gotta let you know this. My producer just confirmed the photo that is in question right here that you said is old is not old. Everything that we are giving is from March, so we can be consistent.
That's
the number
old.
that was given was 85. Is that your former number? That is not your telephone
No, them
number.
text messages, the text messages are between us.
This is my number?
We gonna put.
Hold on, but this is the thing. I can see how gaslighting happens here because I'm telling you directly this is from March, and I'm also you question the telephone number, and I have never in my years of training had to give somebody like I'm a phone operator 85. So whose number is that?
Okay.
So whose number?
And like
because you can't gaslight
like,
me with it.
It's not about gaslighting anybody.
But that's since March.
That picture is an old picture.
Laugh all you want, because I'm done.
What do you mean you're done?
I'm done. I'm done dating. I'm done trying to meet someone. Done with humiliation. I can't anymore. I wish I had a good reason why I'm always striking out. But I don't. It's me. It's me. Most people find another half. And I just have to wake up and accept already that maybe there is no other half.
Prenups can be a gun in the hands of a villain. Like, I've seen prenups weaponized against somebody. I had an example of these people at a prenup. The spousal support was based on a percentage of the earnings on the last tax return filed in the year before the filing for divorce, which made sense. Problem was the guy was an air traffic controller. So he had a high school education. He made $300 and something thousand a year. He lost that job. The next job he's qualified for is going to make like 50 grand a year. When he lost his job because he had an anxiety issue that came up, they had to put him on benzos, and you can't be an air traffic controller if you're on benzos. While this guy's down, she files for divorce, locks in a spousal support obligation that literally is more than what he's even going to make because it's based on last year's tax return. Ooh. And there's nothing I could do for the guy because it was agreed upon in the prenup. Now, in the absence of a prenup, we would have been actually able to argue that, well, it's based on his earning capacity, and his earning capacity was affected through no fault of his own by what occurred.
Even prenups are not going to save you these days. This is crazy. As soon as 200K job goes away, so did she. Not surprising, woman behavior. I'm sure his anxiety affliction was even more amplified after going through that. This reinforces the idea of not to get married, period. Relationships are a business transaction until death do us apart.
How much money is in your guys' bank account?
I got like 1,200.
Like 70K? Yeah.
70K? What you mean 70K?
What do you mean? My dad gave it to me.
You made me pay for all this shit and you got 70K?
You're my boyfriend. Why wouldn't you pay for my things?
Well, I mean, if you got 70K, I mean, you should be paying for
Yeah,
shit.
but usually the guy's supposed to pay for the things.
This is a serious problem. Like, I'm not even kidding. I paid for
What are you
dinner.
getting mad at me for?
That was $400.
You're supposed to pay for my shit.
You got 70K?
You're my boyfriend. You're supposed to pay for my shit.
kidding me? Yo, dude, this is actually...
It's not my fault you're broke. How is that my fault?
We're done then.
What do you mean we're done?
We're done then.
If you're gonna fucking scream at me, then leave.
How much money is in...
You already left, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Bro deserves better. She was aggressive. Glad he walked away. Bro took the right decision. Well done, bro. Exactly, man. Give him money and he'll take care of the family. Give her money and she'll leave a family. This happens so much. It's not even like a myth or just a rumor kind of thing nowadays. It's like a fact. When a woman gets successful, she will guarantee leaving. I mean, very rarely good women stick around, but are you going to gamble yourself on that situation? Nah, just don't marry. Let me know what you guys feel about this.
Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my girlfriend's plane ticket after she decided to stay longer on her trip without me? My 28 male, girlfriend, 27 female of 2 years and I planned a 2-week vacation to Italy. I paid for the flights, hotels, everything because I make more money than she does. And I want it to be a stress-free trip for both of us. Everything was great until the last day when she tells me she wants to stay longer to find herself and think about our relationship without me. She didn't discuss this with me beforehand and it completely blindsided me. I was hurt and told her that if she feels she needs time alone, then she should also be independent financially during the extension of her trip.
Amen.
I said I wouldn't be paying for her new return ticket whenever she decides to come back. Now she's upset, calling me unsupportive and selfish.
Oh no.
And some of our friends are saying I'm being an a-hole because I left her stranded in a foreign country without financial help. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for her new plane ticket home after she chose to extend her trip without any heads up?
And I'm supposed to pay for it. Man, please. Don't get up out of here. Bye.
So here's the update. We're both back in America now and she's packing her shit to go stay with her family for a bit until she can find a new place. Soon after I posted, it was time to go to the airport, so I did, without her. I was there for about an hour by myself, mulling things over. As I was talking to my mom, my girlfriend showed up. I guess she thought I was bluffing, but had a rude awakening when the hotel staff kicked her out of the room because I'd only paid through the day. She'd been so concerned about the plane ticket that she didn't even stop to think about where she was going to stay. As many of you guessed, she met someone while we were in Italy.
God damn it. See?
Damn.
It's that Italian leather, I tell you.
Whoa. Whoa. Why would it be Italian leather and why not Italian sausage? She was quick to tell me that it was just a physical attraction and that they hadn't done anything, but she had his @ on Instagram and was wanting to see if it'd go anywhere. I guess that's what I get for not feeling well and wanting to stay in one night while she went out to explore. Obviously, I told her things were over between us. Even though she tried to make it sound like nothing had happened, fact was, I couldn't feel like I could trust her when she said that. And
That's
B,
right.
I don't really want to be with someone who feels like it's okay to still keep her options open when you've been in a monogamous relationship for the past 2 years.
That's messed up.
The flight home was awkward as fuck, and she tried really hard to give another pitch for why we should stay together on the drive home from the airport. I think as we got closer to home, reality started setting in and she realized she'd just thrown away a lot.
No, she thought he was stupid. So that's what I'm telling you. She thought he was stupid all along.
Man, the situation was crazy. Dude paid for everything. Was going to have a nice vacation with this lady. And she decides to cheat? Wow. These 3 or 4s are like, they have no brain cells at this point. He was in a monogamous relationship for the last 2 years. She was doing her thing. That type of audaciousness doesn't come out of the blue. Exactly. Being for international streets is the next level diabolical. Good for him. She played a stupid game and won stupid prizes. Exactly. She left a good life. I highly doubt she's going to find another man like this. Let me know what you guys feel about this. Let's move on.
So this woman randomly divorces her husband one day, but her husband was so confused since they'd always been really happy together. He had no idea why she seemed to be in such a hurry to leave him. That is until he found out about the secret she had been hiding. You see, this woman, Denise Rossi, had been married to Thomas for 25 years. Throughout this time, Thomas never doubted their relationship at all. They were really close with each other and never really had any huge fights. But little did Thomas know, Denise had been looking for a way to divorce him for years. You see, although Thomas hadn't realized, Denise had always been incredibly frustrated with how little money he made compared to her. So when she suddenly won the lottery one day for $1.3 million, she didn't want to even share $1 with him. But since Denise knew that Thomas was legally entitled to half, she decided to immediately divorce him without ever sharing that she had won. It would be 2 entire years before Thomas finally learned the truth when he received a letter one day describing Denise's lottery payments. When Thomas took Denise to court, she tried arguing that the ticket had been a gift from a friend. But in the end, a judge awarded Thomas every single penny of Denise's winnings. Denise's lawyer later said that he could have actually helped her keep everything if she had just told him the truth earlier.
All he did was compliment my husband's body and now he wants a divorce. I don't even know how to explain it. I, 29F, have been married to 28M for 4 years, together for 9. Our relationship has been perfect other than the intimacy part. My libido is on the lower side while he definitely has higher libido than me. It got worse in the last 2 years. We started marriage counseling after he pushed for it. We made changes but nothing worked. My hubby seemed to understand it and stopped wanting intimacy altogether. We have been intimate in non-sexual ways all that time. We had sex 3 times in the last 4 months. He was changing his clothes in our bedroom last week and I noticed how he's been looking so good since he started going to the gym. I genuinely wanted to compliment him and said hot hot hot. I want your liquid kids. Maybe we should try soon? Jokingly. He stood there for a few seconds and replied, "You are not getting one. I want baby trap myself." I asked what was wrong with him as I said my compliment jokingly. He raised his voice and said how I am mentioning sex now that I want a baby when the past few years have been hell for him. After another few seconds of silence he just said it's better we divorce. He told me how unhappy he was. He said maybe I was not attracted to him and to find someone else who could ignite the fire in me. We were each other's first for everything. He later left the home without saying anything. I was shocked to hear all these. Everything seemed fine. I knew intimacy was a problem for him, but the way he looked at me with pure resentment destroyed me. 3 days later I was served with a divorce agreement dividing every asset 50-50 and concluding the case in one court seeing. I am considering offering a one-sided open marriage, but I do not want to lose the love of my life. I am trying to talk to him, beg him, but he does not want to change his mind. He has been sleeping in our guest bedroom since that day. I am lost on what to do. Why do I have a low libido? I hate it. I hate losing my relationship and marriage because of that stupid reason.
There's a story about a guy in a bar, and he was slipping pills into this woman's drink. That's never okay to do, always unacceptable. And I was reading the article, and the cops were asking him, why did you do it? Why were you slipping pills into this woman's drink? And the guy said, you never know, gotta be sure. I was really confused by that. What do you mean? And I guess the cops were really confused too, because they asked him, well, what were you slipping into her drink? And he said, Viagra. It's never okay. Never okay. But I kind of get it. There's a story.
Prayers, nothing Jesus cannot do. Jesus answers prayers, nothing Jesus cannot do. Jesus answers prayers, nothing Jesus prayers.
The countries I get the most comments about is the country I'm gonna choose for my next solo adventure. The countries I get the
And here we go, round one. Kyle and the shovel squaring off here. You can see the shovel is very quick. And Kyle is showing some very good head movement here in the stand-up game. Now throwing in low leg kick and dodges that nice overhand right by the shovel. And now the shovel, oh man, and another big left. And now the haymaker that lands into the dome of Kyle. Kyle gets dropped and dropped once again. And I think that is an illegal blow to the back of the head. Oh, and another illegal blow. And here we go, round one, Kyle and the shovel.
Anyways guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment your opinions below, help the channel. And that's it for this video. Here are some more videos you can check out, and that's it. I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching.